I love pools. I actually do. It's only in the dead of summer in Oklahoma that you really appreciate a pool. So, but there's a lot of steps to getting a pool ready for the summer. And we're going to go over all of them. Step 1, remove the water from the top of the pool cover. Because if you don't, when you try to take the pool cover off, all the water will converge together and it'll get so heavy you cannot take it off, and you got to dump all that water that's full of algae into the pool, and that is where you get your problems. I know that's where we got a lot of our problems. We'll link that video at the top of your screen to our last pool opening journey. So come with us again on this journey 2.0 of opening up these pools. Hey everybody, now that we got the water out of the top of the cover, we're going to attempt to remove the cover. I didn't get all of the water out of the top, so I'll show you what it looks like. What we'll probably do is start to remove the cover, and as the water collects, we'll go ahead and remove the remaining water to make sure that there's close to zero water still on the top of the cover. So as you can see, just some spots left of water. I've got my pump over here. This is a crucial tool to have with you. If you don't have one already, I suggest you get one. It's just a submersible pump. I use that to get all this water out, but there is a lot of algae and leaves. We definitely don't want that in the pool, so we're going to try to remove it before it gets in the pool. We managed to get the cover off, and it's pretty nasty at the bottom. Relatively clear, you can see to the bottom really well, but obviously there's a large amount of algae that has settled to the bottom, and there's some items in the bottom we need to get out. But for now, I'm filling up the remainder of the pool that was sucked out at the end of last year, just so it would be below the skimmer line there, and of course the jet, so the water wouldn't get out. So we'll go ahead and start filling her up. It's a slow process at this point, but I need to get it up to the level of the skimmer try to clean off some of this stuff first too, and then get the pump and all of the lines hooked up before it reaches that point, but we still have several hours before that happens. Okay, just to recap where we're at today, it was just 2 days ago that we were removing the liner, and it did have a good amount of algae at the bottom of the pool, but it was still clear. I could see the bottom of the pool. Unfortunately, due to all the other circumstances of life, we weren't able to get to vacuuming out the bottom. So what happened was sun, a little bit of rain, more sun, the algae just exploded and it became a green swamp, like I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen. So at that point, what you need to do, what I do, is I go buy the green to blue algae kit. It comes with 4 bags of shock and 2 bags of, they call it flocculant. So basically what you're doing is you're killing the algae, and then you're weighing down that algae so it drops to the bottom of the pool. There's a process for it, and so what you're supposed to do that overnight. So what I have today is basically this. It's a little bit more blue, as you can see, than it was before. It was very green, like the grass basically over there. But it's as you can tell, you can't see the bottom. So we're just gonna have to start and basically start to vacuum it out without seeing, put the filter on. Just, it's gonna be a little bit of a lengthy process, tedious task, but you gotta start somewhere. So I've already hooked up the vacuum, and we're gonna get started with vacuuming this out. It's gonna go to waste. That's why I have the water flowing now, so that we can at least get some water going, because we're gonna be sucking out a lot of that water, and it's gonna go right to down the grass. So it's gonna be a long day. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to replenish the water level. I've got my hose on. My water level is just barely above the low mark. I don't want to go any lower than that. So it's kind of like a break. What I'm doing is I backwashed my filter. So you'll notice here, my valve, I had it on pump to waste when I was vacuuming out the bottom. And so what I did was, after I did that, I went ahead and backwashed my filter, got it all clean, and then now I'm running on just filter. So what it'll do is get a lot of this algae that's on top. We got a good amount off the ground. So just to give you an idea what I mean by pumping it to waste, I mean, there's that black pipe right there is the pipe that gets, it just pumps out into the grass. So, and let me tell you, it looked like liquid grass. It was so green coming out of that. All right, guys, well, the last time we were out here with the pool, we were patiently trying to get it kind of more clear, more blue. We got it to a point where we just ran the filter for 24 hours, then backwashed, and then ran the filter again, added chlorine, and slowly over time we get to begin to see the bottom of the pool well enough to vacuum out the remaining junk. And let me tell you, it was pretty nasty. The residual in the grass is a telltale sign of all the algae and winter's long trash we were able to get out of the bottom of the pool. So here we are, we're all done, cleaned it up. We still have a little bit of a road till we get 100% clear water. I believe, for me, in my pool anyway, what helps is using a shock treatment that is sodium based instead of calcium based. I don't know if that has to do with hard water or what, but next go around is going to be to shock it with a sodium based shock, and it'll slowly get clear while we run the filter. Now remember, it's setting the filter as your main mode of circulating the water. You could do recirculate when you want to really get that chlorine moving, but as far as the actual clearing of the water is definitely the filter. Remember to backwash after you're done running the filter. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you have fun on your pool. We'll see you next time.